JD Tools here. I did another video of the Ryobi Sawzall 1 Plus cordless, and today I'm going to be taking it apart, trying to figure out why the release lever for the blades is not working properly. Stay tuned. Got everything apart here. This is this little rubber piece that they have in here. This is one of the components that probably make up the anti-vibe system that it has. What this is a piece of rubber that connects two pieces here. It's kind of thick. It's kind of hard to push down. It's pretty durable. This feels like a hard piece of plastic in here. But this would be one of the components for the anti-vibration or the reduced vibration on this particular model. As you can see, a lot of dust, wood particles, wood dust, and debris has gotten in here over a period of, I'd say, a good solid 3 years. This thing has been through, I'm surprised it's still working, but it has been through all kinds of stuff. I'll clean all this out here. It was a little bit of a pain to get this other piece off, maybe because it's been on there for so long. This is the inside of the Ryobi 1 Plus battery operated Sawzall. And this little mechanism right there, that's what I have a problem with, that I need to clean and see if I can get the trigger handle to work, the release lever for the blade to work better. But that little blade, you can see where it comes at the top right there. That's the lever, and then that's the release lever right there. And I'm gonna try to get it, clean it, see what I can do to make it work and function properly without manually having to do it. Also, I wanted to also note that anytime you take anything apart, like tools or anything for that matter, these are all the same length on the screws. If they are at different lengths, I've learned this over a period of quite some time. There's probably a reason why one is longer than the other. You want to be sure that you put it back exactly where it was supposed to be, but these are all the same length, so it's okay. We can just screw everything back together when we get done cleaning it. In case any of you were wondering how the motor works inside of a reciprocating saw, or at least the Ryobi reciprocating saw, I have everything set up here. I'll push the trigger. You're going to see that spin around right there. And I got it in slow motion now. It's variable speed. It's faster. Just a little motor there at the bottom that has some leads that connects to the battery right there, which connects to the trigger handle. Pretty simple. And I'm going to give you a better view of why I started to take this apart. This right here, when I pull this lever up right here, it catches and it doesn't want to release the blade. It is pretty clogged. So this is inside the motor of there. It looks like a crankshaft, but this is inside the motor, as you can see, it's caked. When I took everything apart, I noticed that it was just caked. So I'll try to clean that out as best as possible. Okay, so cleaned everything off. I cleaned the motor off here. Blew a lot of the stuff out with the air hose. Anything I washed off, I made sure that none of the electrical components got wet. And here is a better look at that lever right here, the release lever that I have to manually push in with a screwdriver. And I went ahead and took the handle off here. This goes on like this right here. And as you can see, they're almost straight with one another. If this piece was down or it had a little lip on there for this to grab onto, it would be able to pull it down and release the blade. But since it's straight out and it looks like a lot of this is wore down here, I'm debating on tacking maybe a little bead or something right here on this side or on this side right there. That way it'll kind of give it something to grab onto, because it looks like the release mechanism is kind of wore out. Okay, so I went ahead and took a little bit off that lip right there. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit to where y'all can see it a little bit better. And maybe that'll kind of grab a little bit easier. We will see. Okay, so I have come to the conclusion. You see that mark right there on the inside of the release lever? That is the part that is wore down. And that is why it is not grabbing this piece here, which is spring activated, to release the blade. But that is definitely wore down there, and it could be just from excessive use. Again, this is the Ryobi Reciprocating Saw 1 Plus, battery operated. Well, got everything back together, got everything cleaned up here. You know you're doing something right when you put everything back together and you're missing one screw, for me at least. Like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below about your favorite reciprocating sawzall. I'm not going to put a link in the description box below for Amazon to buy this. I will put another link for another sawzall that I will recommend. But for me, having that blade release trigger to where I have to manually do it is kind of a pain, and it just defeats the purpose of that handle. I do think that needs to be redesigned. Other than that, it's been a good solid tool. I went ahead and greased up some of the areas where I thought that there was going to be friction. And actually, let's see if it works. I got everything back together. I haven't even seen if it works yet. Yep. Feels a little bit better. So I went ahead and left that lever like it was. As you can see, it's just not grabbing. It gets stuck. Other than that, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.